Joanne Bautista, University of Maine School of Law, class of 2018. I grew up in a small farming community in northwest Iowa, and honestly just thought I would graduate with an undergrad degree and I would peak and that would be it. And it wasn't until I got a job at an immigration law firm as a paralegal that I was encouraged by an associate attorney there to consider going to law school. I ended up going to the University of Maine School of Law because I had always wanted to live on the East Coast, had a big interest in doing a clinic in the law school, which is where you get the experiential learning. And I wanted to go to a smaller law school where I knew I wasn't just going to be a face in the crowd or, an exam number.
After graduation, Joanne Bautista decided to stay in Maine. She now works for the Secretary of State's Department as Deputy Secretary Policy Advisor. Her department oversees 3 bureaus: the Maine State Archives, Corporations, Elections, and Commissions, and the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. A busy job in the State House that has her testifying before legislative committees, writing bills, and negotiating with different agencies.
I felt like the training that I got at Maine Law really prepared me for everything that I do now. Law school is a very high intense, often fast-paced environment where you have a lot of different things being thrown at you. And it really teaches you how to navigate incredibly stressful situations and to be able to distill large volumes of information into digestible pieces for whoever your audience may be.
Joanne says her journey has shattered her own expectations and self-doubts. She didn't consider herself law school material and is now working in politics outside of what many consider a traditional law firm path. She says she owes all of that to the University of Maine School of Law.
I think the best thing about Maine Law is that it genuinely feels like a community. I was looking for a law school that would provide me with genuine relationships with my classmates, with my professors, and I found that at Maine Law. I had a number of summers where I was working with law students from all over the country. And when I would tell them oh my gosh, I love law school, I'm having so much fun, they'd look at me and be like, what? How? Why? Because their law school experience was not like mine.
Joanne now spends most of her days here in the State House, working alongside many Maine Law graduates who, like her, strive to improve the lives of Mainers. And in doing so, Joanne is making history.
I think success for me as a woman of color, I am the first woman of color to be a deputy in the history of the state, which is really awesome to think about, but also another thing that motivates me to ensure that more women of color come in after me.
Say yes to college. Say yes to success.